This week's Torah portion features the very first commandment which the nation of Israel received together as a nation, the mitzvah, the commandment of Rosh Chodesh, the new moon, which we find in the beginning of chapter 12 of the book of Exodus. This is a reference to the month of Nisan, called the month of our redemption, the month in which Passover falls out, the month of springtime, which is considered to be the first month of the Hebrew calendar, and it's also the month in which the tabernacle was dedicated in the desert. So this commandment of keeping the new moon is actually a reference both to the concept of the Hebrew calendar and how it is preserved according to the lunar cycle, as well as to this particular month, the month of Nisan, which is to be the beginning, the first month of the year. And there's something in particular about this month, the month of Nisan, which is inexorably bound up with the very essence of the mission of Israel in the world. And so small wonder that this was given to Israel as a commandment while yet in Egyptian bondage, before departing in the great Exodus. Because on the 14th day of the month of Nisan, the entire nation of Israel was commanded to take a sheep and slaughter it before the eyes of the entire nation of Egypt. And the sheep was an Egyptian deity. And thus, the nation of Israel had to muster and exhibit great courage to incur the wrath of Pharaoh and the entire nation by literally slaughtering that which they held sacred, but which in fact, according to the God of Israel, was most idolatrous. So the nation of Israel was singled out by God to go against the grain of that which even at that time was politically correct, and to take a stand bold and courageous for the God of Israel. And thus, this is one of the most important themes of the holiday of freedom, the time of our redemption, the holiday of Passover. Israel was commanded to bequeath this concept of spiritual freedom to the world, to muster the courage necessary to take a stand for God and to speak out against idolatry in all forms, past and present as well.